Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things, that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God's for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Morgan. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On 2nd and goal, Morgan looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 14. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Najee Harris well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because with
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Michael, 3-3.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First down, Morgan with it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Morgan. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff. And what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together. And we're capable of doing so.
From the 29, Morgan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
From the 30 on second down, Morgan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Set to throw is Morgan. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Harris running straight ahead. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to take another shot here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The Titans sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and sneak it here. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready, break. Check.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run again with Harris. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Throwing now is Morgan. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Morgan's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Off of a play fake, here's Morgan. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Morgan to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Back to throw here. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert! Alert! Hey, guys!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive the last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Here's Morgan as he'll try and throw for it. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Morgan looks to throw it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Morgan's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
35 yards.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They sent a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
35. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Room here to run. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Okay, break.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's back to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo, 26 yards. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Morgan. He's got Pickens complete, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Morgan. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Morgan to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here as we begin overtime, they're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Harris. And he's got room. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, this is Harris. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Morgan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Titans are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime. Both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run with Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Morgan. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Morgan sets up to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Set to throw is Morgan. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often.